Hello, we're back again with some more Warhammer Online, Return of Reckoning. So, a little change of plan. I was actually planning on doing the quest here in the area, and still am, but let's have a look if my guess at Altdorf being a city of sorts, let's see if that is true, because maybe it's a PvP area, but let me visit it. 50 copper, alright, there we go. The heart of the empire serves as its capital city. Ah. Safe. You have discovered Altdorf. Right. Learn about the Emperor's Palace. Look at this place. Its opulence is sickening. All the world is in turmoil, and Karl Franz hides within his gilded walls of stone and marble. The end times are coming. Nolan Eberhard, flagellant. I didn't know flagellant was an occupation. So we can't go there. What's this? And also, there doesn't seem to be a way. Well, maybe over there. It didn't. There's not an immediate way back. But we do have the rally point now, so we can go. Servant of Kuaf? Kuaf Watcher? Well, they are friendly, if you say so. Ooh. Servant of Kuaf. The desert winds blow strongly. Kuaf's garden is open and he seeks guests. Do you count yourself a warrior amongst the peasants? Do you hunt for glory? Enter the garden. Show Kuaf you are worthy of his presence. Fighting a battle is simple. Enter the garden and type duel. That's accepted. Enter the arena. Are you more of a team player? Gather your friends and your leaders start grouping to win. I see. I'm not interested, but so here's our way back. Duncan Allwyn has a quest for us. Oh, that's a shame. Not letting you look at stuff up close. Yeah, same here. Hello. Yeah. Dangerous delicacies. Swing by the dangerous delicacies, where excitement and the heady aroma of Altdorf mingle to produce the most exquisite dining experience in the Empire. Climb the stairs to the dangerous delicacies cafe and speak with its proprietor, Rohesia Cog. Rohesia. Guild recruiter, the forces of order. Herald. Well met.
Peace and wisdom, friend.
Oh. It's kind of annoying that this text is a bit... Yeah, it's not... It's kind of pixelated. And you can, in the options, set it to a simple font, but that has the same issue. I kind of like the actual Warhammer font that this game uses, but yeah, since there's no difference in sharpness, I might as well leave it at this one, but it's kind of annoying that it's not sharper. Crier, Kiosh. You've that twinkle in your eye. First time to Altdorf, I take it. I thought so. Well, hang on, set opacity. Huh. Yeah, I remember first time playing this, I installed a reshade for this game, and it had a real issue with opacity. So reading text like this was kind of odd, because I think these logs or text bubbles were always kind of see-through in a way. You've the twinkle in your eye. First time to Altdorf, I take it. Thought so. Well, you've a time in store for you today. First and foremost, you best feast your eyes on the Emperor's Palace. Marble statues carved by the finest of Tillian artisans. Gardens that stretch as far as the eye can see. Trees of solid gold, I tell you. And oh, the Temple of Sigmar. One and all must visit the holy ground. It'll bless you with 100 extra years of life. They say the temple is built over the very ground Sigmar was born on. Then there's the bright Wizard College. Some will tell you to steer clear of it. They'll tell you, wizards don't take kindly to trespassers, and that you'd be lucky not to get caught in one of them accidental infernos. But there ain't a sight like that volcano of a tower anywhere else in the world. You can take my word for it, because I've had a chat with just about everyone in the world over at the Altdorf wharf. Enjoy a look around. Okay. Explore each of the mentioned areas in Altdorf: the Palace, the Temple of Sigmar, Bright College and the docks. Return to Kiosh in the market quarter near the gyrocopter landing pad afterwards. Alright. Getting a little trip around the city. What do you do? Here are all the events for which you can select rewards. Scurvy dogs? Yeah, we don't have any influence.
Why ain't you fighting? They'll never take Altdorf. Not been well lately.
I had a bit of a look online since the last time I played, for a wiki of some sort, because I kind of would like to know. I try to in games always kind of interact with everything and kind of see what's going on, so I get a feel of what kind of the happenings are going around my character and the world we are inhabiting. I'm not a complete lore hound, but yeah, with the Warhammer universe, I'm having a bit of issue that I don't really. Let's read this in a while. If I compare it to like WoW, for instance, it's just you have two factions. You have the Horde and you have the Alliance, and that's kind of it. They're just different ideologies. But with Warhammer, there's the Empire and there's the Order of Chaos, or just Chaos. Yeah, but the thing is, they kind of I think Chaos is more than just a faction or an ideology. It's kind of something that spreads. You can get infected by chaos, so I'm not really sure how chaos works. And there's all this talk about not succumbing to the influence of chaos or rejecting chaos. So it'd probably be a good idea to read up on it. So there are multiple Warhammer wikis. I think the Warhammer 40k wiki is the kind of the most well, the first one I found was kind of I think more to the Warhammer Fantasy, but it might be I'm not really sure if it's up to date or in line with this version of the Warhammer Fantasy. Maybe it's more of the old-timey Warhammer tabletop, but I'm not sure. But maybe the 40k explanation of chaos will also be relevant to this one, so I might read up on that through the wiki. But I was kind of perusing through the introduction, and it was already really long, and I thought, oh, this is the entire page. But after that, it was you get the actual page, so there's quite a bit of information. But yeah, I should have a look at that sometime. Alright. The market square. The streets are an explosion of sights, smells and sounds. Multicolored awning drape over countless stands full of merchants hawking their wares. Some come from as far as Araby to make their coin in the market district of Altdorf. This diversity is evident no matter where you cast your gaze. Here, perhaps more than anywhere else within the city, it is possible to see the blending of cultures from all the farthest reaches of the Empire and beyond. Hugo Goldpalm, merchant. These are characters. Oh, so this is actually also a player. Let's have a look at his armor. Yeah, you can get some fancy armors in this game, I suppose. That was kind of the thing. I was, well, stands to reason that there are bulky armors in this game, but so far my characters really only look like this, with minor adjustments to the coloring, and maybe like the stripes on the pants, I think. But yeah, the shape overall has been the same for levels 1 to through 14 that we're at now. I've only added some colors to it at some point. Kind of a mix match of colors, because I wanted to keep the colors that I would plan on using sometime, and just use the colors that I don't really care for. So yeah, we're a bit of a mess right now. Craft supply merchant, salvager merchant. What do you have to offer us? Ogres have taken one of our friends. Right click to start a quest. Decays in 1 day. Keg end present. Huh. No idea what that's about. Guessing there is right click to enhance. Oh. No, I don't wanna. Shift right click. Talisman. Yeah. I see. Right, we need to see if we can find a bank, because I'd really like to get this, get all these dice out of my bag. Explosive situation. Oi, Empire, we've got a big problem on our hands. Explosives from Karaz Akarek have finally arrived, but someone forgot to include our plungers in the shipment. Damn, Wezek spent all their gold on just black powder. Charges leaving us empty-handed on a way to detonate them. I ain't going to light these fuses standing right next to the blasted things, and any gyrocopter recruit knows you don't light your own bomb before you're dropping them. Get me some spare parts from discarded plungers out in the world, so that at least one of us can set off an explosion right. Search below the broken bridges of Death Peak, the northern coast of Cliff of Dragon Wake, and the sunken ruins of West Prague to uncover hidden plungers, and recover their parts. Return them to the Flying Corps. Engineer. That is quite a thing. But so far I've not really seen a no, that's the wrong button. I don't know if there's a max amount of quests you can have, because yeah, that doesn't seem like a quest will be doing in the next hour or so. So, but then again, we can just keep it on us. So there are actually a few people about. I've not seen your character model before. Butcher. I'm a butcher too. No, because I already have it, I think. No. Mounted Knight. Hang on. So that is a female character. Kind of having a look at her. Aha. Alright. Oof. Ah, here, we need to go here. Filthy rats. So this is the famous cafe. Oh, oh, oh. Denise.
Do all look busy to you?
Not really. Busy with cats, I suppose.
Praise the gods.
Hello there. Can I take your order, Empire?
Goodbye.
Sigma's Mercy. It's you, isn't it? You're the critic. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just wait right there, Crescentia, and I'll have my chef whip up a sampling of our most famous dishes. Please don't pay any attention to my greeting. I'll have that food out for you in a trice. Try each of the special dishes in the Dangerous Delicacies menu. Give your opinion to of their quality to the proprietor, Rohisia Cog.
I ain't getting any younger.
No, let's just die. Where's our food?
At long last.
Try each of the special dishes. Are they on the table? Yeah, okay. That's poison fin fillet. That doesn't sound good. Do we get any... No, notification of what it's like? I don't think it does. Raven pie. Cold one curry. Okay. Done.
There you are.
Oh yes, thank you. The gods must be smiling on this glorious day. So we don't actually get to give an opinion, we just ate the things and that's it. Oh well.
Marching on, and so should you.
What do you sell? A very special dye vendor. That's a cool sword. Yeah, so there are quite a bit of people actually running around here. Oh, this looks like a bank. No, an auctioneer.
Fine wares and finer prices.
Do you have a cape? I'd like a cape. And I need it to be within my level range. Those are shoulders. Back. No. This one off. Back on. Armor. No. Accessories. Back. Search. But how do I want it to be from, yeah. Knights of the Blazing Sun. Search. Oh, they're expensive. Yeah. That's a shame. I have some money, but yeah, 6. It's a bit too much for just one item that we might get anyway through questing. So let's hold off on getting a cape just yet. So here we do actually have people wearing capes.
Praise the gods.
Tasty morsels. Hans the Hans the sausage vendor. Times is hard, though not one of them nobles would want a visitor to know it. A man's gotta make a living somehow, and that's why I thank Sigma for the sewers. Red's a damned sight cheaper than cow. You probably won't believe it, but my sausages are more popular than ever now, especially seeing as how I've been adding in some spices. Now only trouble I've got is making them fast enough for my customers. Make your way into the sewers and bludgeon enough of the vermin within to make a few links of sausages. Return to Hans, the sausage vendor, when done. Red meat. Ugh. Yeah. Where is the sewer? The docks? Red meat. Okay, it's over here. The palace? Where should we go? Should we go to... Let's go to the sewers. I feel... I haven't fought anything yet. I want a little action. Yeah. Still really like the aesthetics of the buildings and whatnot in this game. I should probably go the other way. Although it is a bit, you know, just having this stretched cobblestone textures is a bit. Then again, I kind of get it, and it's I think somewhat realistic. The slums. The old woman pleaded, "You can't just toss us out on the street. I got no place to go. Ever since my husband died, of the gods be damned plague, it's been all I can do just to keep me little uns fed." The tax collector looked down his nose at the pathetic wretch. Her clothing stank, her children stank, everything about her was distasteful to him, and he was unable or unwilling to hide his disgust. He fairly spat his answer. "Ma'am, it makes no never mind to me where you go, but the tax on this property has not been paid, and it has been remanded into the imperial custody while the owner serves his time in debtor prison. You cannot stay here." He leaned a hand casually against the rotten wall, and it sank into the brittle plaster with a sound like rotten eggshells breaking. The tax collector extracted his arm from the decrepit wall with as much dignity as he could muster. He shook his now filthy arm, trailing middle with wattles and straw from his hand. A crowd of onlookers was beginning to form, and these situations were known to quickly escalate. He motioned for one of the guards to see to the gathering rabble, and began his march to his next tenement. Yeah. So yeah, that is something that I know about the Warhammer universe. There really aren't any good guys and bad guys. It's just all bad guys, and some bad guys and worse guys. Kind of what I gather. Maybe this leads to the sewer. So can we just go in? Let's see. I guess we can. The sewers of Altdorf. Storm vermin.
Hello, stranger.
Hello. Do you do anything? Yeah. This is why I also wouldn't mind playing a warrior priest. They have some pretty cool armor as well. And they have big hammers, which is also cool. Should we try fighting them? This might actually be a bit of a this is also a cool map, by the way. Yeah, the thing. This stuff is kind of a shame, really. That but then again, we can still play it through this this server. But seeing all the care and attention that went into this game through the art assets and the models and all the systems that were implemented, and you kind of think, well, they just had it up and running for 5 years and then they just shut it down. It's because of the fans that this still exists. If not, then it would just be gone, lost to the ages. I think that's a real shame. This might be a sort of instance, really. So maybe we cannot even fight these guys, but let's try. We can still run away. Yeah, no. These are way too powerful. Yep, we're out of here. Respawn in 5 seconds. That's why she's there. She's a kind of healer that revives us. Alright, well, good to know. Yeah, we're safe now. Well, now we can visit the docks, I suppose. Ratcatcher's wife.
Who are you then?
Who are you then? Pyromancer. Curious barrel. You destroyed a curious barrel. Oh, he's dangerous. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can take him. Let's take one of these. You have encountered a Skaven. Right. Those are also in, well, a lot of them are in Vermintide. Yeah, I think I've mentioned that game before. That is one of the other video games in Warhammer universe that I've played. I've played, well, not that much. I think maybe a little over 10 hours. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm more of a if that game seems like a lot of fun if you have a group of friends to play it. But yeah, basically co-op with people that you know, and you're kind of a you're kind of committed to it. The docks. Don't believe a word what them fancy lords and nobles say, nor the guildmen either. The palace is grand enough, sure, there's no disputing that the market square is one of the busiest trade centers in all of the empire, if you ask me. If you ask me though, the beating heart of the city is the docks. You see, the rivers are like veins, and the water, well, that's the lifeblood. Without the river, Altdorf would be nothing more than a collection of huts and coaching stop? And a coaching stop. It's the rivers that built this city, and it's the rivers that keep the nobles fat and the emperor's best silver nice and polished. So there you have it. All day long the trade comes into the docks and trade goes out from the docks. It's what called the imports and exports in the tongue of the merchants. And that is a bit of wisdom you won't get from no country peasant. Gilbert Godgraf, Altdorf merchant. Dockmaster Oswald.
Not from around here, are you?
Center of the world.
What regiment you in?
Oh, I guess we were meant to see him for the quest. Alright. Yeah, this man has probably been standing there since 2014. Moth. How do I... Okay.
Why ain't you fighting? Come here, you lout. How's things treating you?
What? Eeh. Ah. Nordland. I remember a while back I looked into if there are more games in the Warhammer Fantasy setting. And there's Vermintide, but there's also another MMO. But the weird thing is that one is exclusive to phones and tablets. I don't even know what it's called anymore. I had a look at it, but it seems like it might already be kind of abandoned. It was weird. And it has the same well, not really issue. It's not yeah, the thing is, again, it gets the from what I've could tell of it, it has the, it's a real shame that it has the aesthetic and everything, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be in active development anymore. It's kind of well, then again, I haven't really had a look at it, but I think it wasn't really at full release or anything, and it doesn't really, it might not actually happen.
Not from around here, are you?
I tell you, there is doom upon that ship on the horizon. Whoever let the haunted vessel in these docks ought to be hung for treason.
Stand marching on, and so should you.
Doom. Another curious barrel. But if there's another level 20 in it, we might be so let's keep going. Oh, I went the wrong way. What's this? Wanted post. Sigma bless you. You've got some flies hanging around you. Red men? Rats the size of men lurk beneath the city streets. They claim the lives of the unwary by night. Be warned. Question the peasants in the slums regarding the validity of this report. Speak with Agra Westeich in the slums. Sure. Can we talk to you about it?
Hello there.
Hello. Guess not. Yeah, it seems like quite a big city.
Praise the gods.
Ooh, floating corpse. Spotting trouble. It's a tall one. Might not be standing straight like it used to. And it ain't as big as the bright wizards. But it does the job. I can just see about anything from the top of my watchtower. And believe me, sometimes it's the sort of thing I wish I hadn't. Speaking of, day before last, saw a couple of strange looking folk mulling about on the other side of the river. They was moving fast and staying to the shadows, shifty types. They got into a tussle and threw something in the river. As long as me happy juice won't spiked and my eyes playing tricks, I'd say they tossed a floater in the water, a corpse. Now it ain't nothing peculiar seeing an off corpse floating down the river, but there was something different about this one, worth checking out. If I were the adventuring type. The edge of the dock, okay. Let's see about your corpse. A friendly crab. Boatman. Seagull. Yeah. Another plague. Risen trader. Yeah. So does the plague turn you into a zombie? You have encountered a zombie. A skilled necromancer can reanimate the corpses of those recently dead, causing them to walk again. Zombies may be slow and plodding, but they're tough and deliberate opponents that can shrug off blows that would fell a living target. They feel no pain and will never retreat from battle. So yeah, I kind of mentioned last time, and I might be wrong on that actually. So I'm kind of walking my comment back, but like, I get that this game is kind of mostly PvP based at the end game, because it seems like the ultimate enemy of the one side is the other side. So there's not really a common enemy that we have, but there might be, because I don't know enough. There are quite a bit of factions in the Warhammer universe, so maybe there are shared enemies. I don't know. Aha, there is well, let's go see if we can talk to her. We have to ask her about the Redman. Or maybe we have to talk about it afterwards. Starving beggar.
Finally, at long last.
Yeah, I guess
There you are.
I first have to talk to Fancy Lady. Why are you called a Fancy Lady?
Day.
Good day.
Sigmar's blessings.
Let's have a look. Hmm. Yeah, I should probably reinstall this game at some point, because maybe I'm still running the 32-bit executable instead of the 64-bit because of the weird animation bug that that it has, the 64 one.
Dark days.
Aha, we questioned him about the Redman. Maybe we can also question the beggar.
Grim weather.
No. But yeah, maybe if I reinstall the game, then it'll fix the issue with the 64-bit executable. But I don't know actually if the 64-bit executable will fix the issue I'm having with
What regiment you with? What are you called then?
oh, let's kill the rat. Yeah, because this game seems to it chugs a bit at times, but that might just be the game itself. Maybe that doesn't. That's still an issue on the 64-bit. Could well be. Just fighting blind, I suppose. Okay, then we can read this afterwards. But I think we can just open it up again. Alright. Hang on. Pale Eye Hideout. We're merchants just like you. We're trying to feed our families and survive. We just happen to offer some unique services is all. You got a real nice place here. It'd be a real shame if something were to happen to it. That's where myself and my associates come in. You pay us 100 carls each week, a paltry sum for a man of your means, and we make sure it don't burn down or get robbed. I may be a poor man straight off the boat but from Tilia, but even I can see that's a good deal. For sorry, merchant. Let's see if you have anything in here. Let's see, let's stack these up. Hit you with one of these. Yeah, I have a... oh, we found some dye. I have a buff on me, which hurts attackers, which is pretty handy. Let's see, let's regain some health. The server region will shut down in 1 hour. Oh. Well, I won't be going down. I won't be going through it that long. Thing is though, now I'm going through all this, maybe there's a quest, like I've had before with kind of the public quests in the first area, maybe there is a quest linked to this, so I might be going through this and having to go through it, just to go through it again at some other point. Yeah, this seems to be the end of it. Yeah, that's the master. Let's see if we can get him out of... Come on. I think we even... Yeah, he doesn't even need to hit us in melee to be hurt with. On your guard. Cause damage to the attacker when hit by melee. It seems to also work in with ranged. Respawn is real quick. Let's see if we can get some health back. Calm down. Get your health back. Yeah, they're already respawning. I might just have to run out. Get the loot and run out. Come on, get some health in ya. Alright. Let's go! Don't care, don't care. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. We have this. Ah, so they are attacked by NPC, friendly NPCs, it seems. Did we get anything good? Swordmaster. Right. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find that corpse. There it is. No, no. Floating corpse. Okay.
Hello there.
Hello? Whoa. If we jump down, can we get back up? I guess we'll just have to find it out for ourselves. Maybe we can't even jump over this. Nope. Maybe we can jump off the boat. Nope. How do we get down then? Huh. All right. Yeah, we read this. Yeah. On further inspection, you find that the flesh on the corpse was torn at by large claws. You also find a family crest, Perhaps the town register could identify it. Bring the family crest to Register Harlan. He is in Altdorf Palace courtyard. Seems a bit weird that we can interact with the body from up here.
Not from around here, are you? Why ain't you fighting? Have you no fight? It's a bad business, this. Want to see my walk? Bloody ravens everywhere. I don't like kittens.
By Sigmar's sizzling sausage.
I once saw a frog.
What? Alright. Well. Alright, let's see if we can question a peasant. There's... Yeah, we were already here.
What regiment you with?
Okay, the quest did... another fancy lady. The quest did remember that we already talked to that one.
Greetings,
Sometimes a quest like that just reset. Hello.
well met. What are you called then?
I'm sorry, it's just a bit silly to have people lying on the ground, seemingly dying and in agony, and then you can just talk to them and they'll be all cheery.
Pistons? What uses pistons to me? Who are you then?
Okay, so yeah, this kind of makes sense. Alright, she talked to us about Redman. A droopy hound. Alright, Agra.
Praise the gods.
Rats the size of men lurk beneath the city streets. They claim lives of the unwary by night. Be warned.
That'll bless you.
So this is probably another instance quest. Sir's red droppings in the gutter. My words are true. What you think you're some sort of high and mighty knight of the blazing sun? Yeah. That you can't even hear a lowly street sweeper out. Rats the size of a man are popping out of the sewers. I've half a mind to think there's a world of them crawling below our streets. Have a look yourself if you're brave as you claim. Be sure to pay a prayer to Renaud. You find the Redmen before they find you. Enter the sewers through the entrance in the southern eastern corner of the slums near the docks. Kill the war-prot clan rats found there.
Go to it.
So yeah, again, I think we can just accept as many quests as we want. I don't think there might not be a limit to it. Maybe there is. I should probably turn off a few of them. So that they don't show up on my on my map or on my on the screen, because there are probably quite a few of these that aren't even relevant. Then again, I mostly just go by map. So this is another no, that is the slum instance, right? Let's see if there are if those are also champions. They would be, I guess. Yeah,
Do I look busy to you?
not really.
By the luck of Renaud.
Fancy lady. So this is another entrance. Let's go have a look. Yeah, but we're yeah. These ones are even worse. Yeah. That is a very big guy. Or a very, very big raven. Let's get out. fancy lady. Can we walk over this? No, this is the end. Altdorf peasant. You're not even interactable. You're not really there. Fancy lady.
Busy to you?
Mailbox. No messages. Mad Matthias.
What do you want?
Oh, what's that? The Screaming Cat. Ah, there are quests in here. And you seem to have a poltergeist. Floating assets. Minstrel.
Do I look busy to you?
You keep asking me that question.
You're a funny looking one.
You hear about the war?
Oh. I know these guys. Well, I don't know them. I know they're kind of a big deal in the Warhammer fantasy lore. There are books written on them. I was almost tempted to buy the first omnibus, but I didn't. Maybe I should. They seem to be quite popular. Well, I don't know. You have met Felix, Gotrek and Felix. I think I have a fever coming on, Felix said. The troll slayer looked up at him and chuckled contemptuously. In the last rays of the dying sun, his nose chain was a bloody arc running from one nostril to an earlobe. Yours is a weak race, Gotrek said. The only fever I feel this eve is the battle fever. It sings in my head. He turned and flared out into the darkness and the woods. Come out, little beastman, he bellowed. I have a gift for you. He laughed loudly and ran his thumb along the edge of the blade of his great two-handed axe. Felix saw that it drew blood. Gotrek began to suck his thumb. Sigmar preserve us, be quiet, Felix hissed. Who knows what lurks out there on a night like this? Gotrek glared at him. Felix could see the glint of insane violence appear in his eyes. Instinctively, Felix's hand stayed nearer to the pommel of his sword. Give me no orders, manling. I am of the elder race and am beholden only to the kings under the mountain, exiled though I might be. Felix bowed formally. He was well schooled in the use of the sword. The scars on his face showed that he had fought several duels in his student days. He once killed a man and so ended a promising academic career. But he still did not relish the thought of fighting the troll slayer. The tip of Gotrek's chested hair came only to the level of Felix's chest. But the dwarf outweighed him, and his bulk was all muscle, and Felix had seen Gotrek use that axe. So yeah, they don't seem too friendly in that story, but I'm guessing they're friends, aren't they? I should probably accept this quest. I think it's kind of a big deal, maybe. Felix bowed formally. He was well schooled in the use of his sword. The scars on his face showed that he had fought several duels in students. Yeah, we just read this. Yes. Okay. Coradian the Creator. Hello, Knight of the Blazing Sun. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Felix Jaeger, traveler, scribe, and adventurer extraordinaire. You look to be the adventurer type yourself. Perhaps you could help me investigate some troubling news. It would seem a few of our city's wizards have been losing their minds as of late. The occasional eccentric wizard in Altdorf is not so uncommon, but given the current state of affairs, I imagine the claims be at least worthy of an inquiry. Should you have the chance, have a gander around the bright college. And if you are daring enough, have a brief chat with Thyrus. Alright. Barmaid. Here we seem to have a friendly raven.
Hello there.
Need more influence.
Hail.
Set rally point. No. Lecter Hans.
Come about the
Agitated cat. Rat eat rat. Your weapons, put them away. I mean no harm threat to you. Yes, come closer. Speak talk with Tiflik. Yes. Tiflik was important once, yes, but Kleek has taken Tiflik's honor. Kleek is wicked bad. He must be killed before his plans to destroy the banned thing city ripen. Will you help aid Tiflink? Tiflink will pay you. Tiflink will be your chop friend. Kleek is that way. Do not wait. Search the sewers to the southeast for the Greyseer Kleek. When you find him, kill him. Return to Tiflink in the Altdorf sewers when this is done. So yeah, another quest to search the sewers, which we cannot go to. It might be possible to outlevel something like that, so you can actually do it on your own, but or maybe there are groups going. I don't know. Redman. Do we Oh. No. Yep. You have died while in the city. That's worth an achievement, I suppose. Yeah, I need to be. You have the ripet. The ripet. Titles. No title selected. To use a title, right-click on its name. The cutpurse, the pirate, the pawner, the wise, the adventurer, the peon, the influential, the little bug, the skinner, the concoctor, the topper, the crucial crusher, the strategic hitter, the barrel basher, the rippet. Destroy the mysterious barrel in the city. Barrel basher. Crescentia, the barrel basher. Crescentia, the topper, the skinner, the litter bug. The influential, the adventurer. Well, the adventurer would be a nice title, I suppose, but silly titles. We don't have any silly titles. Questing, killing, exploration, the defiled, victim, exclusive, achievement, the peon, the pawn, or the pirate. Yeah. Thing is, it's this server region will shut down in half an hour. I should probably end the episode. Although I'd like to... Center of the world... Speak to Registrar Harlan. Maybe we should try to do that. If we can find him. He might not be here. What are you? Witch hunter. Don't know if we can reach him from here. Probably not. No, we need to be in there. Bright wizard. Yeah, the thing with titles, it's a neat idea, but even with back when they were implemented in World of Warcraft, I did get a few of them, but I never really bothered showing them off. I don't think I ever turned them on. Felt a bit I don't know. Chain peasant. Well, let's have a word with the Registrar Harlan. On further inspection, you find... yeah, that's just repeating the quest again. Yeah, we found a family crest.
Time's marching on, and so should you.
A family crest? Of course I can identify a crest. I just need my registry. Now where is it? Help the absent-minded Harlan find his registry. It is likely sitting somewhere near him in a palace courtyard.
I ain't getting any younger.
Alright, let's have a look. If I was a registry, where would I be? That almost rhymes. If I was a registry, where would I be? Interactable, but not really. Merrill, Rutch. Politician page. Nah, I don't think. Ooh, that's also a pretty shield. Gyrocopter. Mm-hmm. 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 A Doden Great Shine.
Well met in peace.
There it is. Yeah, I guess. Again, that's kind of a sign of the times probably of this game. So you find it and you pick it up, but it doesn't actually disappear. I think that is probably common though with older MMOs. I think you need some sort of phasing technology to get that done, because it has to show up for one person and it has to be hidden for the other person. I found it. Let's see here. This crest has some blue, some red and some white. Stripes over a square in a rather odd pattern, if I do say so myself. Where did you say you found this crest? On the pantaloons of some poor sap swimming in the swimming with the fishes? Aye. Well, as it turns out, this here is a Barnall family crest. The Barnalls are a particularly audacious lot of nobles. Likely they're caught up in something. Best to pass on the news to next of kin in Lord's Row. Find and speak to Theodora Bornell in the Lord's Row in Altdorf.
Now get on with it.
Oh. The war quarters. Let's do this, and then maybe I should end the episode, because the server is shutting down. That isn't the first time I've had that happen, where I was recording a video and then the server was shutting down soon after, or right before, even during. I remember doing a video on Shroud of the Avatar, kind of giving my impressions on that game, and then I suddenly read the warning that the server would be shutting down for maintenance in a few minutes. Yeah, in that video I mentioned I had the notion that I was kind of done with the game, and I actually haven't really gone back ever since. So yeah, and I've uninstalled it since. So yeah, I have no intention of going back to that game. Lord Rowe, incompetence, screamed the young nobleman, his face red with rage. He removed a black leather glove from his right hand and then slapped the guard across the face with it. The guardsman clenched his teeth and fought back the urge to behead the brat where he stood. To do so would have been a death sentence, and he had a family to think about. The young lord continued his tirade. Complete and utter idiocy. What other excuse is there for a beggar being permitted into Lord's Row? Answer me that. You thick-headed imbecile. We pay you well enough to keep the Lord's Row free of such filth, and what do I see this very morning but an unwashed vagrant defecating in my flower bed? The guardsman waited until the lordling had passed long enough for a response, and spoke in a measured tone, choosing his words carefully. That beggar weren't allowed in, governor. He got in over one of the walls by climbing up a stack of crates. My guards couldn't have known about it until this morning. I'll have a man patrol the wall from now on, if you'd like. I'd like for you to do the job you are paid for, you buffoon. Keep these disgusting peasants out of Lord Row. With that, the nobleman stormed off. The guardsman watched him go, a smile forming slowly on his lips as he imagined throwing open the gate to Altdorf's wealthiest quarter and letting every beggar, pickpocket, and plague-ridden outcast swarm in. So yeah, the Lord Row seems to be full of unsavory types. Yep. Theodora Barnell, there you are. Yeah, this is the quest. The lads whipped up some contrived plot to offer the peasantry help with their rat problem in exchange for labor. What are you talking about? Sounded like more of their brandy-lifted rambling, so I dismissed it. That was until I saw him associating with that unsavory fellow from the Blowhole Tavern. Burnfried his name. I'll wager a crate of cows he had part in my cousin's faith. Uh-huh. I see. So it all comes down to rats again? She doesn't really acknowledge the whole thing about us finding the body, but yeah, so she thinks someone with the Blowhole Tavern has something to do with it, so we might as well go there.
Good job.
Yeah, no, you don't have to thank us for anything to go above and beyond finding your cousin's corpse. And let's see, investigate the Bright College, center of the world, Burnfried, spotting trouble. Okay, we need to go back to the docks and then go up. Let's have a look in here. The exact same house as we were in earlier. Only there are alley cats inside. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably end the recording here because I don't know if we'll get to it in time. So yeah, I should, yeah, kind of feel like continuing on with some of the quests in here in Altdorf, but then again at the same time I want to get back to where we were. I hadn't guessed that we would kind of fall headlong into more quest lines in here, but yeah, we did. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye.